Hello, hello. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my channel. As you can see here, I have a pile. Oh, what's new? I always have a pile of something, usually paper. But this is a pile of Christmas. And we are finishing up our Christmas journal. It is a one signature journal. We might go back through and put the numbers in it, 1 through 25, just so that it can be a Christmas daily or whatever you call them. So we're going to put the front cover on today and the tie, and I'm going to show you how to make this really quick. It's very fast and simple. I just have to grab a few things off to the left side of me, and we will start with that. This is a very fast way to make a tassel. So let me show you that really quick, and then we'll come back down to this. So for this, you'll need your ribbons, and I have red and gold. Ugh. I don't know why I put this back in the box. I don't even know how they got them in the box, to be honest with you. So those boxes are going to go bye-bye. Yay! Oh, I just freed myself up of something. And then we're going to take some ribbons, and we're going to, well, make them approximately the same length. We can always trim. We love to trim, don't we? So we have, let's see, we want it to be, I don't know, maybe about that long. So this would be our first cut right here. Right there. And so that is approximately 18 inches long, actually. It probably doesn't need to be that long. 19 inches long. So it probably does not need to be that long, but that's what we're using. And I used just 2 strands, or 4 strands total. So 19 inches. Right there. And then I put those two together, and I put the color out there that I wanted to show the most. I want a mix of gold and red. So there it is. We have our center right in there somewhere. And for the center, I took, what did I take? I took some ribbon that was this size. So let me find that. Here it is. I'm just going to cut off a length. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on what we do with it when we're done. Going to find approximate center, because the bottom's probably going to need to be trimmed anyway. And I'm just going to tie a little knot in here, just like that. I'm going to give it a dab of glue. Just like that, to hold that knot in. And now we need a tassel cover. And I have some gold bead caps over here. And I don't know if I have any more of that one that I used. But we have some different ones in here. Let's look. And we do have one like this, which is an oblong type of shape. That might work. I didn't use it last time, but that would make it more of a cascading effect. I do have I do have these. I'll bet this would work to make it a roundish effect. Let's look at both of those. And then we're going to need something like this to go on top. Or if you want, we can do a little thing like this, a bead cap on those to make it look like a Christmas ornament. Or here is just a red one. Let's do the red one this time. I don't know if it'll work. We have to try it. Okay, now to get this through these and these beads, because it's a big fat thing, you need to get a small scissor that cuts straight, not a crooked cutter. And you cut right down along here for a little ways. And then you give it an angle cut from there. So it looks something like this. You can see that it gets smaller. Okay, now you can even trim that just slightly more right up towards the top so it's even sharper. And you need to do that with both pieces of ribbon. So it's a little you know, you have to be careful what you're doing. So there we go. Now we have two ribbon sections ready to go. I guess it doesn't want to be cut anymore. There we go. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get it through the bead cap. Looks like this right now, all weird and crazy. Let's get these other beads out of the way. And then just run that through there. Oh, but before we put the rest of it through, let's get the other one in before it gets too tight. That one's kind of crooked, so it's kind of being kind of naughty there. Let's see if I can straighten it up a little bit. Straighten up, you. And let's run this one through first. It's the naughty one. Let's put it through first. I'm going to hold those off to one side. Okay, here we go. Now, we're going to pull these down nice and even. But before we put it all the way down, we're going to glop a little bit more glue in there. Not a whole lot, just a glop. You guys can probably figure out what a glop is, but I've got some on the ribbon too, because when it glops inside the bell top up here, I want it to glue itself to it. I'm going to pull it down really tight. And some of the glue has glopped out the top. That's perfect. That's just what we want. So we're going to go through this one. Let's see if we can put them together. This one's fraying a little bit. When they fray, that's why these are so long. When they fray, it'll be time to trim them again. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to glop a little more glue. Not a lot, just a little bit. We're just gluing the beads together so we don't have to put any big square knots in it or anything. So far so good. And I got glue glopped on me. Oh, my chair just went down again. Crazy chair. I'm going to try and put those right together again, so I can get them through here. I might have to trim them this time. Yeah, when they start getting kind of hairy, it's time to trim them. I'm going to try and just trim the top a little bit. Get rid of some of the fray. Kind of hard to grip onto because they're so tiny, and you're trying to leave room for your scissors to get in there without cutting your fingers. Okay, put those two little tiny ends together. Put them inside your bead. You can't have the really small beads in this. We'll tell you that. And okay, shh. Let's see if we can get them through. There's one, there's two. Look at that, we did it. Now you see I got a piece there that doesn't belong. So find the right one and pull them up. And another little piece of glue in there. Ooh. Won't work if it's already glopped out of the top. Make a mess. Any excess just wipe off. Push that down on there nice and tight. And now we're going to create our last top of our bead here. Oops, this one. This is a lot bigger hole here. Whoops. Bring that one down. Just like this. Bring it down a little closer. Adding a little bit of glue just around that. Pushing it down nice and tight. And if you have glue that glops out the top, that's fine. But if it's a whole bunch, go ahead and just wipe it off. And then set this aside to dry. That one is really pretty. I really like that one. I can see that I had glue that got out on the bead, so I'll take that off. Might get easier to remove once it's dry, because then you could kind of chip it off there. But that is how you make one of these quick tassels. Now that did not take very long. So, oh, there goes my chair again. My chin's going to be up on the table pretty soon. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for today we're using this one because that's the one I made for this journal. Although I like the other one, I might use it. So I'm going to put those up there, put away my little scissors, and have a little sip of my cappuccino. Oh, yum. That is so good. I have just regular coffee in there and a couple of scoops of this salted caramel cappuccino mix. And then I put it in my coffee maker and let it make coffee on top of it, and it kind of mixes it up a little bit. And it's just good. I just love it. It's the time of year. I don't drink them in the summer very often. So now we are here to our journal. I want to put this piece on here. I think I'll cut that piece off right there. I got this in Happy Mail from somebody. Thank you, whoever you were. I don't remember. Sorry. Might cut it just a little bit long just to be safe, because we can always trim them off. Put the rest of that over there. I'm going to set these aside so that we can apply this. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, that'll be very pretty. So I think probably right about there is where I want it. I don't want it on there crooked or anything, so you know, you kind of have to either measure or look carefully at what you're doing. And I think that'll do it. So I will put just a little mark right here and right here, so that I know I probably shouldn't put my edging any further than those two places. But just to check myself. Oh goodness. I don't know where my... Oh, yeah, I put it in a weird place. I remember. So that one is 1 inch down from the top, and that one is 1 inch down from the top. So we're good. Good as gold, my friends. Good as gold. That can be used in something fluffy. Okay. Now this is fabric, so I have to be careful. And I will want to glue a little bit of this down, but I don't want to glue it until I'm sure of where the cover is going to go. So right now we're just going to glue right along this false line that I have drawn for myself. My glue is getting harder to use. Now it's going to leak right through, probably. I hope not, but it probably is, because that's kind of a meshy type there. But let's put it down very carefully and see if we can avoid that from happening. Okay, that's all I'm going to put. Oh no. No, you're going to press on it more than that, Ange. You just made a boo-boo. There we go. Okay. I'm going to let that glue itself down right like that. How far over is this one going to go? There we go. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? For those of you that celebrate. Ours went really nice. Our kids were here, except for the one that lives in Kansas, of course. But otherwise, They were all here, most of our grandkids, except for the Kansas 3 grandkids. But, yeah, we had a nice time. It was good to get together. We don't get together as often as we used to, you know, with kids going to sports events and everything else. Now, I can see that's a little bit crooked there, but there's no way I can really maneuver it out of there without really causing bad karma there for the book cover. So now to relax, time for a cappuccino. I didn't start my timer, so I'm going to start it right now. Yeah. Okay, let's think about the cover. Now, this is what I thought. I'm going to put this on here like this. And I'm going to glue this down. And this is going to slide in there and get glued down as well. Now I'm going to glue him right up against this piece over here. So that when you pull this out, you can see the Santa. Now, I know that's kind of weird with the edge over there, but, you know, that's kind of the way it's going to be. I could go back, but I kind of like the idea of lining that up over there. This will be glued down, but this will still be open when we'll still be able to accept something. However, this one will be glued. Okay? So, now, what I need to tell myself is, does this need some gold behind it? Like this. Just a little bit. I kind of like it. But it goes right to the edge. In order to do that, I would have to take up some of that and bring this back a little ways, and then commit this to being on the gold part. So I think maybe we'll leave the gold off of this one. And we could make some little gold corners if we wanted. We could put a little gold stripe on there, but let's not right now. I gotta decide about this. I think I want him to come back a little further, so I'm going to trim this off back here just a little bit. That's going to be there. Because it's mostly just Santa. I want you to see once you open this up. So let's trim this off right about here. I know we made him into a journaling card and everything, and now I'm changing the way it looks. My chopper is gone. Where did it go? You know what happened in here? What happened in here was, I had stuff out in the other part of the house because I've been doing a lot of shredding and stuff. So because of that, I had to bring all that stuff in here for Thanksgiving. So now I've got the shredder and all the boxes, all the old taxes and, you know, that you can shred after so many years. I have all that in here. So, yeah. So things got jiggled around a little bit more than I wanted, and that's the way it is, but goodness sake. Okay, so maybe that's not so bad, putting that back on there a little further. Let's apply this piece first, and then let's decide about some gold behind there. I still kind of want it for some reason. I don't know why. Just because it's pretty. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because of the ribbon over here. Going to put it down this side, and yep, I'm going to put it right out to there. Just like that. I'm going to take some of that off. I don't want it to glop out and make a big stain in the fabric. So I think maybe I'll do it something like that. Oh, I had a glop. Uh-oh. She glopped. It's a gloppy sort of day. Welcome to the land of Galapagos. Where there are no clowns but Cyclops. Cyclops were running around and around, hunting for Santa. He could not be found. Away to the window they ran with a chatter, yelling, "Santa, Santa, what is the matter?" And lo and behold, down on the ground, a ho, 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 could hardly be could hardly be found. Could hardly sound. The snow was a stormin', and it was Christmas Eve, and poor old Santa had lost one of his sleeves. Away now, elves, come and help me, you see. I need a sleeve as quick as can be. Call Mrs. Santa, call her right now. Have her bring her needle and thread. And help me out now. Oh, that looks pretty. I don't think it needs the gold behind it. I think we can put some flowers around it if we want to. I think it'll be fine. Oh, all right. I'll try the gold. It is kind of pretty, isn't it? Should we do it? Look, if I don't do it, I'm just going to be like, oh, the red would have been pretty. The red glittery stuff. Yes, it would. Okay. Do we or don't we? Do we or don't we? We do. Okay. Here goes nothing. Oh, I'm scared. She's scared. Sounds like Wizard of Oz now. It's a little bit crooked right there. I don't want it to... Oh, darn, it did right there. I didn't want it to squish out on the gold because I knew it would make a different color out of it. If it looks bad, we always have something that we can put along the edge, don't we? And we can fix anything. That's the nice thing about this craft, is everything is fixable. Now, I do want to put that at an angle because, like I said, that one was a little crooked. The Santa is a little crooked, guys. He's a crooked man. Okay. I'm lining it up on this line on the plastic here. Just every little edge. Just so it's even. Kind of looks like an old-fashioned Santa now. But yeah, see how it removed the glue, removed the gold there and turned it to silver? Silver and gold. Perfect. Now it looks like a very old Christmas card, doesn't it? I like that. Okay, let's ink around the edges. Ink, ink, ink. Who is this Inky? Now it's just to take the white off. Just to take the edge off a little bit. Doesn't really show up on the gold or anything like that. Okay. So now we're going to glue this guy down here, just like that. Very cool. I like it. Okay. And that will glue the rest of this down as well, I hope. Well, let's just be sure. Let's be sure. Let's be sure of ourselves, okay? Not going to go all the way to the edge. Because as you know, it's going to come right through that. Anyway, get that out of the way, get the glue off my hand since we know it turns the gold to silver. And this was a piece that I'd made for the inside of the journal, but wasn't a lot of room in there for a whole bunch of stuff, just due to the size, which is fine. We don't need to, you know, it fluffed up anyway, but we didn't need to over fluff it, did we? Well, I could have. I always like a fluffy journal. You know me. Fluff it up, she says. Fluff it up. Okay, so right about there. Okay. Let it dry all the way before something. I don't know what. Oh, and then we'll check it to be sure that hang on, I've got something on my mind here, and it's getting a little bit more of that glue off right there that squished out when I pressed on it. Okay, we'll let that dry, and then if it pulls up a little bit, we'll go ahead and, like right here, we're going to have to put a little bit of glue in there, but I don't want to do it right now. I really just want that to kind of hold if I can get it to. Let's put that on there. Maybe that there. Kind of makes marks in it. I don't like that. Now, deciding factor. This one or my original. My original was kind of counting on going in there, so in it goes. We're going to use this one on our journal. So first we better trim this and that, and just I gotta get those off there. I can tell it's already denting it up pretty darn good. There. We need scissors. There we go. There's that one. Flip it over this way. Try not to cut your book. Those can be used in a snippet. Oh yeah, that looks okay. Okay. Now my thought on this is that I want to tie this in up here at the top. And I figured that I would probably sew it. So, do I want to take these threads through there and back out and tie a knot? Right about here somewhere. I think I do. I've never tried this before. Uh-oh, she's never tried it before. This could be disaster. Here is a nice sharp needle. So let's run those little guys through here. Although this is a tiny needle too for putting through a book. So it may not be so nice. Oh look, I put one through one side and one through the other. My eyes were looking backwards, I guess. Okay. So, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? It might work better if I just put one through, one of these, and then bring it back out, and then I can tie them both together. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. Now, I shouldn't have opened this until this was dry. You can see what it did to the spine. Oh, wrong way. I'm putting the hole in is what I'm doing. Let's go this way. Okay, where's that hole? Right there. Whoops. There we go. So I want to just take one of these, I believe. I believe so. Oops, wrong one. No, I'm using this one. That's right. And because that's going to be super tight there with a ribbon on it, you're going to have to use all your strength to get it through. Okay, so now I want to run this back out, and I think I'll go right above it because I want to tie it in a bow. Ouch, it's very sharp. And the book could probably rip. Let's do this. And I'm going to tie it in a nice little bow up there. Just about something like that. There we go. Going to trim that off and trim this one off. And I think that will work. Not if you tie the bow wrong, though. You know, bows don't work if you don't tie them right. Okay. So, there we go. I'm going to give it just a little glue right in there. And then I can cover that glue later with a little glop of, I'm glopping it today, guys. I could put a little half pearl in there, or I could just put some of that glittery gel stuff. I can put a little dot of that on there and it will be glittery. That would be okay. And then trim these if you want. I'm going to leave mine long. It's Christmassy. But there we go. How's that? Okay. Now we need our little journaling card right there. And if we want, we can stick something else in there. Like maybe they'll need something to write on later. And perhaps we want to give them a happy greeting when they get the journal. Just like that. And then we just open it. Now this is loose. If you want it to be tight, you could make a little thing for it to go through over here and it would stay tight, you know, kinda. So I'm going to take those out for right now. And let's have a peek. So we did this. Flips open, and down here we have some beautiful little journaling cards, some postcards that we made, and a happy Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Couple little Prima flowers. And then up here we just have extra cards for them, whoever gets the journal. And we come back down. Oh, we don't have a charm on here yet. Oh my goodness. Then we have our 5-pocket belly band with a journaling card. And a pretty little page here. We'll see if we have anything left to do. I love these pages. I thought they turned out great. I love that. I think I got that from Josephine. Thank you, Josephine. And I love this. I think this turned out so pretty. And I love this green washi on here. I think that turned out good. I think it's because we've got some gold going on here. Not a whole lot. It's just here and there. And I think it really kind of starts tying the whole thing together, you know, as you go through. And then, wow, in your face red. I love that. And we have our little journaling Rita Donnelly pocket. Our corner flip. Now, we didn't put anything in here. We could, but I don't know if we need to. Here is our other Rita Donnelly. Under the tree says the mouse. Got a couple little cards in here for him. Little bit of gold here. We've got a similar card here that's on the front. And its little card pulls out too. So we have 2 journaling cards there. And this side. And back here we have another great pocket with a journaling tag. And then back here we have our last pocket. And down here we have, once again, one of the, just a cluster we made on a postcard. Another postcard. This paper pack was from Mixed Media, Minnesota. And she sold it as a kit. Now her kits are changing, but she's still going to have things available as kits. So don't forget to check her shop because it is always changing. And it is fantastic. I just love it. So this is a little pre-made piece right here, and then I just added some German writing in the background and some extra little things just to kind of dress it up a little bit. And we have that, and that. I wonder what I did with my Christmas charms. Am I charming or not? Let me look over here. No, they're not there. I have Christmas boxes galore, my friends. Here we go. So we could go back and look at this front. And let's see if there's anything we want to add or subtract. No, we're not subtracting really. Joy. Could put joy right there. Ooh, that would be cute. Let's see. I was hoping to find my charms, but I'm not seeing them in here. We have these. Love and joy come to you. Oh, there we go. I like that. I'm going to put it on there because I like it that much. And I don't want to change my mind. Oh, changing my mind. Here's a little bigger one. Look at that. That could go right on top of that one, couldn't it? Just like that. If I did that, would this one still go? Or would it have to come over here? That kind of gives it a more 3D effect, doesn't it? If we put it right there. But it would be nice to see something hanging off of it. But I think that works, don't you? And then right here we have a pine cone. And right here I have some pine cones. Right here. I think a copper one would be very pretty, although here is a white and a gold, but I really like that coppery one. Against this background, it looks very nice. Although that has blue, but that blue kind of brings in this little bit of blue that's on the bird. Oh dear. Let's try this one. Okay. Oh, I think it's the copper one, guys. Even though it has the blue thing on it, I think it is. And that will kind of give it a 3D effect right there, and I really like that. I'm going to leave this little sticky dot on there. Just like that. And now I'm going to go back to this one. And I want to glue some of that down so that it doesn't come apart. Because these flowers, you know, as they get old, they probably fall apart. Okay, we're going to add that, just like that. I wish I had some greenery that could go in there. Oh, I do have some Christmas charms in here. Here is a wreath. This is one of those milk cap things. December 1939. How cool is that? And I have a star. So these could go in there. This one says, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." It is, isn't it? Isn't it fun? Oh, look. Sparklies. Okay. I'm going to glue it down. I think it'll be okay. I was looking for something to stick under it, like this. Maybe that. My stomach's growling. It's saying, "Hey, you've had turkey for the last couple days. What's the deal?" Could put that right there. Trying to decide. It could go there. I think right there. I think just about like that. We want it to kind of stick up around that bird. Sticking up for the bird. do have some of those little glue dots. To raise it up a bit. Whoops, can't do it that way. I thought maybe I could, but no, of course not. Can't do it the easy way. Okay, fine. I'm not using you. Just go away. No, go away. Here it is. It's back. Oh my gosh. I'm getting glued to it is what's happening. Okay. So this part can stick out. And you won't see this because it will be under the flower. Maybe. Just give this a little bit of stuff that way. Oh my goodness. Some things just, I think they just try to be difficult, you know? So I need to put that right there. But see, now I've got that little piece showing. So that's a problem. So I have to do something about that. So I think what we'll do is pull one of these off here, and we're going to apply it right there. Even though they don't have all those things on them. This is a lucky clover type. I'm lying. It's not. It's just the way it is. Guess I could have brought it from the other way and had it go out this way. Nope. I'm gonna tuck it in here underneath. Going to maneuver it up under there. Apply that. Oh, what we don't go through here, huh? When we decorate. I think that looks pretty good. Throw that in there. Now, this piece. Or do we go ahead and put it right in there? It's kind of pretty that way, isn't it? Because it helps this piece that I had to glue down. Oh, here's a smaller one. let's put that right there. I think that helps kind of cover up the ickiness of what happened over here. I like that better. So I'm not going to use a glue dot on this one. I'm just going to glue it down. There we go. Okay. And I think we'll glue this one right here. Or should we? That will cover up that little eraser up there. Look, it's missing more of its little gold centers. So that one will go there. This one will go over here. Just like that. Oh. Let's put in a red one. Yep, that's what it needed. A red one. Boy, I was having some weird dreams last night. I tell ya. I have some strange dreams. Do you guys have strange dreams? In my dreams, I'm often traveling. Do you travel in your dreams? It's interesting. I wake up, I'm like, geez, how did I think all this up? I'm like, man, I should be a writer. Some of this stuff is great. I've had great fun in my sleep. Always an adventure. Oh my goodness. And there we go. How's that? One of the little beads fell off of there. I just saw it rolling around on my desk. Okay. So, I will let this dry. We will come back for a walkthrough, and then it will have its charms in it. And this will be all dry. One thing I think it might need, maybe, is a little bit of these gold pieces here and there. I don't know. Let me think about it. And I think this blue one has got to come off, and I need to put a little red one there. And then that'll look better, or a green one. So I'll probably pop that off and pop a new one on there. Okay, we'll be done for today. Join me next time for a walkthrough of this journal, and I'll look at maybe putting the numbers in it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's let them put their own numbers in. But I think it's very pretty. What do you think? Winner, winner, chicken dinner? Yeah, I think it's very pretty. So, charms, maybe this. No, not that. And we won't need that one, but we will use these two on the pockets here and in there, but I don't want to mess with the cover right now because it's drying. So we will let that happen. Let me set this up a little bit so it dries nice and evenly. And I will see you all for a walkthrough. All right. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you all had a great last couple of days. And if you had time off from work, yay! If not, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I always loved it when we'd get days off when I worked with the school district. That was nice, because then I was on my kids' schedules, and that was great. Okay, well, I sure appreciate you being here today, and I will see you tomorrow for a walkthrough. Bye-bye.